Hello everyone, it's me Asam Sarawal and my student ID number is 300320329.
Hello, my name is Anita Guru. My student ID number is 3003196 3.
Hello, I am Sajina Paiza. My student ID number is 300324009.
And we are the student of the Graduate Diploma in Infectious Risk Management Level 7 course. And today we are going to give a presentation on the anticipating emerging infectious disease epidemics of the leadership. And first of all, I'm going to talk about the anticipation. Anticipation is a forward-thinking exercise that define the universe of possible scenario to guide preparedness, and it enables improved risk reductions and to mitigate and for the mitigation measures. And this and the points are frequency, and now I'm talking about the points frequency and communications. And frequency is known as having the ability to anticipate epidemics, and that is prone emerging infectious disease, which will give us the necessary aids to battle the outbreaks which are becoming more frequent on the environment. And this gives a foresight if reliable and is central to global health security, and it also provides the tools and strategy to reduce avoidable loss of the life, and it also minimize illness and suffering from the different types of infectious disease and reduce the possible harm to national and the global economies. And next one is communication. Communication can facilitate a good response for the infectious outbreaks of the disease, and with ubiquity of the internet and communication technologies, modalities of risk communications have changed fundamentally, and communication experts are needed to fully understand the risks and barriers to response and give actions, and identify the most effective options for risks and barriers to response the actions, and identify the most effective approach or options for the containment within the early phase of the epidemics.
Now I am going to talk about the prepare and preparedness and engagement and collaboration. Prepare and preparedness. Preparedness for outbreak requires increased readiness and building resilient health systems. Create a forum for discussion by bringing together multidisciplinary um, experts in a forward-thinking exercise on how to better anticipate and prepare for epidemics. Um, identify Identify approaches to improve detection, early analysis, and interpretation of factors that drives emergence and amplification of infectious disease epidemics. Now talk about the engagement and collaboration. Engagement with a wide range of expertise and experiences in order to shape international collaboration to tackle future infectious risks epidemics. There are five key principles in community engagement, such as trust. Listening is an important as messaging, professionalism, ensuring coherence in complex field communication. Communities compare information from multiple channels, so there is a key role for innovation that helps to reduce infectious disease epidemic.
Now I will discuss on response to new technology and interventions and lesson learning from the past. In response technology and interventions, technologically advanced tools are required to anticipate the emergence and more the amplification of the infectious disease outbreaks. New risks in the context of big cities and intense mobility of a globalized world necessitated newer, better, and adapted public health interventions. And while including lesson learning from past, one must learn from their past experience, anticipating new outbreaks, and for epidemic risk management and risk assessment. Better understanding of human factor is required in order to understand the impact of changing global trend, including uh, intensification of air travel and migration, political factors, climate change, and deforestation, and other new communication tools. While taking an example of Ebola outbreak in West Africa, these countries demonstrated that given basic facilities and infrastructures combined with a strong political leadership, effective coordination of an immediate and aggressive response, disease outbreaks can be controlled before they become a major public health threat. Thank you.
Now our friends are going to talk about the science and technology, uh, past and future challenges. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sonia Gurung and my student ID number is 300254993.
Hello, I'm Ramita Maharjan and my student ID is 300285505.
Hello everyone, I'm Buma Pusapun. My student ID is 300266363.
And today we are going to we are going to present about the opportunities and challenges of science and technology. And now I am going to discuss about the science and technology in diagnostic field and in surveillance and detection field. Science and technology had made various improvements in every field, and basically it has made great role or great improvements in the health sectors. Basically, a human can make mistakes. Every human can make mistakes, and there are various diagnostic errors that has been made by a person, and science and technology has improved the diagnosis and the diagnostic errors as well. And because of previously, because of the diagnostic errors, there was delayed in treatment, and treatment was inappropriate as well, and there was a great harm in patient's health condition and his entire life as well. And science and technology had made great improvement in surveillance and detecting as well. Well, in previously, people used to suffer from disease or infectious disease, and large number of people in same community have been also infected, and they died because there was no proper surveillance system, and there was no proper technology to detect the disease in certain time period, due to which the many people have died. And surveillance is very much important in detecting any diseases. Like in this COVID-19 state, there are a lot of surveillance going on and contact tracing, due to which countries are able to decrease the number of cases.
And now I'm going to give some points about synthetic biology. Synthetic biology is a field of science that involves redesigning organisms for useful purposes by engineering them to have new abilities. Many potential applications of synthetic and system biology are so relevant to the challenges associated with detection, surveillance, and responses to emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases. And now I'm going to talk about the research and development. Research and development is an idea or discovery into a product that which addresses a health need. In global health, the end result should be an safe and effective product which is appropriate, affordable, acceptable to those who need it most. And also, research and development for new health technology is an essential part of for the solution to the world greatest global health challenges, which drivers of the health improvement worldwide. There are many obstacles throughout the process of developing new health technologies, which some of the challenges are lack of traditional market incentive for research and development. This is and condition indirectly impact low and middle income countries as well. Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk about technology and risk perception. Technology has made a great advancement in the communication field, and communication is the key factor to overcome from the outbreak. It's play a vital role. And during an outbreak response, we have to work with the many team of communication experts, possibly including public media specialist, risk communication expert, digital or social media experts, and other health communication staff. While communicating with the public about an emerging infectious disease outbreak will be a vital. It will be a mistake to assume it's a simple matter of informing the public about what steps are taking to protect themselves. And health risk communications is not a one-way message system. The aim for an interviewing two-way process for the exchange of information and opinion between individual, group, and institution. And during communication, plan must be comprehensive and flexible in order to deal with the unpredictable and changing nature of the pandemic situation. And during outbreak communication need a certain credibility, accountability, transparency, and honesty. And during outbreak time, online communication must be considered as a key resources. And during the outbreak, the main challenges are in communications. For outbreak communication is successfully identifying a new method that helps us and that helps answer the communication requirement of a diverse group of stakeholder. It should be established a global stakeholder net where information is transmitted rapid and efficiency, and there is a constant feedback. And another topic is perception the risks of infectious and disease may teaser behavior change during epidemic time out. As a outbreak unfold, people can take a variety precautionary measure to avoid infection, including immunizations and social distancing. They often judge a personal risks based on their impressions of overall disease prevalence and severity. When infection disease risks appear slow, small risks of adverse event from the vaccines can seem relatively important and cause vaccine cover to drop below levels. Thank you.